you're busy, I'm busy. But that doesn't mean we have to eat boring food. Today, I'm showing you how to make 3 delicious weeknight dinners: chicken, beef, and shrimp. And the best part about it is that each dish only takes 20 minutes to make. And we're starting off with chicken. And for chicken, we're making my viral street corn chicken bowl, which has almost 20 million views on Instagram. And we're using a rice cooker to make our lives easier, and we're starting off with around 1 cup of washed jasmine rice. Then we'll add around 1.5 cups of water. And while the rice cooks, we'll do everything else. We'll start off by cutting the chicken into bite-sized pieces, just like this. Then season the chicken with some salt, freshly ground black pepper, and here we have a teaspoon each of chili powder, paprika, garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of cumin. Season up the chicken. Now we'll do 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and just mix that real well. And for a delicious street corn salsa, we'll start off with 2 cups of corn, 1/4 cup of light mayonnaise, and we're using light mayo so we can keep the calories low on this. 1 jalapeno finely chopped, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Touch of salt. We're going to add 1 avocado. So for the avocado, I'm just making these crisscross patterns, and then that way you can just squeeze it out. That's a pretty cool hack. We're gonna hit the avocado with a touch more salt, because avocado is a good healthy fat. It's delicious, but it does need salt. And here we have 1/4 cup of cotija cheese. That's just gonna give us so much delicious flavor. And around 1/4 cup of chopped cilantro. And then we'll add the juice of a lime. And to take this to the next level, this is my secret. Add a little bit of tahini. That is looking amazing, dude. My mouth is just drooling right now. And there you have it, street corn salsa. We'll start off by spraying the pan with a little bit of avocado oil, and we'll pour in our chicken. On medium heat, cook the chicken for around 3 to 4 minutes per side, or until it looks like this. And now all we have to do is just assemble our bowl. We'll start off with a little bit of rice, top it with some of that delicious, flavorful seasoned chicken, and lastly, we'll finish it off with our delicious street corn salsa. And there you have it, Mexican street corn chicken bowl, and this looks absolutely insane. All right, let's give it a try. So I'll get a little bit of the rice, a little bit of the street corn salsa. You get those delicious spices in the chicken. That street corn salsa wakes it up. It's so fresh and delicious. And then the rice is the perfect vessel. All right, let's see what Brandon thinks.
Ooh, I'm excited. That's good. That salsa you made, that's a game changer right there. That corn with the zest, I love the lime. The avocado is nice too.
And that's our chicken recipe done. Let's move on to the beef. For beef, we're making my ground beef Mongolian noodles, which has almost 15 million views and sizzle-like. Into some boiling water, we'll add 8 ounces of linguine noodles and cook it until it's al dente, around 8 to 9 minutes. Now in a pan on high heat, we'll start off by spraying a little bit of avocado oil. Once the pan gets smoking hot, add the ground beef. Press it into the pan and don't touch it for 2 minutes so it can develop a beautiful golden brown crust. Then season the beef with salt and pepper. After the few minutes, break it apart. At this stage, we'll add some garlic, ginger, and brown sugar. Cook that for a few more minutes, then add 3 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. Then add beef broth, soy sauce, and let that simmer together for 3 to 4 more minutes. Now this is optional, but at this point, I like to add some crushed red pepper flakes, if you like that spice. Now after bubbling for a few minutes, we'll add a cornstarch slurry, which is simply 1/4 cup of water and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Mix that together, then add it at the end to thicken it up. Then we'll add back our noodles, and now we'll just mix it all together until that beef sauce coats the noodles. Now the only thing left to do is assemble it. 20-minute Mongolian beef noodles. Doesn't this look insane?
It smells even better.
You just boil the pasta, make the beef with the sauce, throw everything together, and that's dinner in 20, my friends. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet and sent this to your best friend, then what are you doing? Cheers.
Cheers, my brother. That beef is just so sweet, sour, and a little bit of spice. And I love some spice.
Yeah, the flavors with the garlic and the ginger just work perfectly. It's like a sticky soy noodle dish. You have got to make this. And Brandon, guess what?
What?
The chicken is done, the beef is done. We got the shrimp remaining. And I'm gonna show you how to take shrimp to the next level. It only takes 20 minutes. And that's the whole point here. If you're a busy person and you don't have much time, then save these videos and make these meals. And finally, we made it to our shrimp dish. We have 1 pound of shrimp, which we'll season with some salt, black pepper, and paprika. Now we'll drizzle it with some olive oil and mix it up well. Now we'll spray the pan with a touch of avocado oil. And once your pan is smoking hot, we'll drop the shrimp. Now sear the shrimp on high heat for around 2 minutes per side, or until it develops a golden brown crust. Then set them to the side. Now in the same pan, add the garlic and shallots. Cook them for a minute on low heat until soft. Then add a cup of dry orzo. Now toast the shallots, garlic, and orzo together for another 1 to 2 minutes. And now I'm gonna add 2 cups of broth to the orzo, essentially just enough to cover it. It might need a little bit more. See, the orzo is just covered. And now the orzo is gonna cook in that broth and absorb it up. And if it gets too dry, we'll just add a touch more broth. Once it reaches this consistency, we'll add 1/4 cup of fat-free half and half. This is what I use: lemon juice, Try not to get the seeds in there like I just did. Some of the lemon zest. And at this point, we'll throw in our asparagus. And then we'll let this come together for another 2 to 3 more minutes. Touch more salt and pepper. This is just looking so creamy and delicious. And the last few minutes, we'll add a tablespoon of butter and some freshly shaved Parmesan cheese to taste. And lastly, we'll assemble everything on a plate, top it off with the shrimp, some freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and optionally some chopped parsley and chili flakes. I feel like it's spicy. There you have it, lemon orzo shrimp, and it only took 20 minutes to make in one pan.